Great. Well, hopefully some extra people who will join then. Um, uh, ch- ch-
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Typically, it'll take a couple minutes for some people to start coming in, but
Yeah.
we you should usually get a pretty nice crowd.
Yeah.
So I'll 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 just start talking now. That 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 I'm Travis, and I stutter, and I'm also a, a a speech therapist too. And my guest here is Sam. So Sam, if you would share a little bit about yourself, just to start.
Yeah, I'm uh, 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 I'm Sam. I'm uh, I'm I'm uh, 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 I'm from England, Sheffield, if you know where that is. And what I do is I like to do TikTok videos every day and inspire people and go like all different kinds of places and do like all sorts of videos. And I'm really happy that I'm helping a lot of people with them. So that's what I like to do, and I've got into like running a lot as well. So I not so long ago did a marathon, and I did a 10K, and I've joined a running club, which is good for my confidence. So I'm really happy with that.
Hmm. And Sam was actually my first inspiration for doing live streams. So we either have you to thank or to blame for that.
Well, it took me quite a while because um I did I did a lot of videos on my account before I even went live. So I, it took me like to overcome my nerves and just go for it and see how it goes, because I was nervous at first because a lot of people can join that that don't know your account and watch your videos. So I was just like a bit nervous with that because um they might not know like what's going on. So yeah, and but like everyone in my life really supportive, and if anybody comes in with like negative stuff or whatever, then I've got a lot of support. Yeah.
Mm. Same. Well, I, I've got 15 questions about stuttering and your own journey with stuttering. So I'll just start with the first one, which is
Yeah.
how old were you when you first started stuttering, and what were those earlier years like with stutter?
Well, I think it would have been around about when I was like 4 or 5, when like mum and dad noticed that I was finding it hard to get my words out, and I I was struggling. So that's when I went to speech therapy. But it's hard to remember it when I was that young because I, I I probably weren't taking like much in really. But like as I was getting older, I was like understanding it more. But it was it was really affecting me because it used to like get me down, and like it'd be frustrating because um with like younger kids, they can like obviously not understand as much as like when I've got older. So it was hard to like explain to people, and I didn't really know like why can't I talk like what they can, like with no problem at all. So that made me like used to hide it and just be quiet and not talk to anyone to make it easier.
Mm,
So that's what I used to be like, yeah.
mm, mm. You, you, you mentioned that you went to speech therapy. Was it just that one time, or to multiple speech therapists throughout the years?
Yeah, I do remember going to like a few others, yeah. Um, Especially one of them when I started doing like one-to-one with the speech therapist. But then they said, why don't we have a group one where um, the other people that she was seeing, we would all come together and have a group speech therapy session, which I thought were a good idea because I didn't I didn't really know anybody else that had a stutter, so I was looking forward to like meeting people that understand and are going through it all like me. So I found that really helpful, and I still talk to people now, like on social media that are from that group. Yeah.
Wow. How many people were in that group with you?
Um, I think I remember it was either 6 or 7, so like quite a big group, a bit, yeah.
Mhm. Hmm. Well, what was being in school like for you as a stutterer?
Well, I just really just used to get through the days and just get through the lessons, doing the work that I need to do, and that's it really. Like I I was just talking to like a few people, like when we had the break times and stuff. But like I weren't really doing too much. I was into when I was doing the sports, like in the classes. That was my favorite thing to do. Um, but like I probably would have been all right joining something after school, like a sport, but I just didn't have the confidence to.
Mm. Did you talk much during class or do presentations?
Um, I, I avoided that as much as possible. Yeah, so like when people used to like read something in class or stuff like that, I just used to like um avoid doing it, and like the teacher kind of like understood, because obviously they knew about that I would struggle. So I really appreciate that they didn't put too much pressure on me.
Mhm. Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Nice. How has your stutter changed over the years, or is it still pretty similar to when you first started stuttering?
It's it's definitely changed a lot, yeah. Mostly ever since that I started doing uh, social media things, really.
Mm,
It's it's really helped me. Like it's like opened up like a different kind of me, really. Um, I never thought when I was younger that I'll be a kind of like advice and like motivating, inspiring, helping people kind of person, really. So by starting the videos that I do, I found out about myself that I am really good at like helping people. So yeah.
awesome. What about the severity your stutter? Like the frequency and duration that you get stuck on your words for. Is that pretty similar to when you first started, or has that changed over time as well?
Yeah, I I think it was to do with the confidence that that was getting me to struggle more when I was younger, and I was a lot more nervous and worried person, so that probably affected it as well. So I'm really happy that I- I'm I'm like accepting it more when I struggle, and with me not being as nervous and with my confidence like high, I I have noticed a change where I I, uh, I feel more comfortable in having a stutter, and I I don't find it I don't find it as hard in situations now. So yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I've act- truly found it pretty similar for myself, where the more I go out and talk and stutter openly, the more confident I become too.
Yeah, because that's what it is really. Because when I used to hide it and not talk, it was never gonna like it was never gonna do anything for me. Like it were never going to help me if uh, if I'm not just facing it head on. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Oh, yeah, and I was just discouraged from from talking more because I thought, "Oh, well, if I can't say this without stuttering, then I shouldn't say it." And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I just stopped talking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Uh, especially um talking to people that that don't know me, and if if I'm struggling to get my words out, they might think like, "What's going on?" and they might not know that it's a stutter. So
Mhm,
um, that can make it like quite like you feel a bit embarrassed because they're looking at you thinking like, "What's going on?" and don't understand. And sometimes that can have like a negative effect. Yeah.
mhm. What what are some of the weirdest reactions that you've gotten about your stutter?
Um, I think it was when I I was working in a warehouse, and we always used to have new people coming in and starting work. And when 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 they heard me talking to someone else, or I said something to them, um, it, some of them were just like they're just they're just thinking like when I struggle with what I look like when I struggle with my face and how it affects me in that way. So um, I think it I think it used to make like some people find uh, 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 yeah, used to make some people find it funny like the way that I look. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, yeah, I've I've definitely gotten that before too. What is one thing that bugs you about stuttering?
Uh, Um, I, I think it's especially um, when you're in situations where you need to talk fast. You need to say something quick uh, uh, before maybe that person uh, walks too far away, and you didn't get it out in time what you wanted to say to them, but they didn't know that you were struggling. Um, them kind of situations where um, maybe someone says something to you, and you what's the word now? You're not expecting it, and uh, and that can be like frustrating because I, I can struggle more because they're kind of like they're catching you off guard and you're not expecting it. So
Mm,
yeah, I think them. Yeah.
and and probably feeling bit of the time pressure too,
Yeah.
which would result i- and us trying to get our words out faster, and therefore will actually stutter more.
Yeah, because I found it I found it sometimes stressful working in a warehouse because it were furniture that I were doing. So uh, some mornings, the other shift, like they were behind a bit, so our shift started, and the vans the vans that were getting loaded, that were going out for delivery. Um, I was like one of like the experienced people, so I were doing all the checking and scanning and stuff like that
Mm,
before they get loaded, and because the drivers were running late, sometimes they weren't the nicest, like how they were reacting. Like they were complaining to the manager saying, I should have been gone by now and all that stuff, and it's taking too long. And then it really putting pressure on me and making it stressful because I was wanting to do my job right, and I was doing all the checking and scanning, and I was having to tell them that and explain to them, but I was really struggling because I was getting all stressed and like
mm. Yeah, I've noticed that quite often people think that we take up more time with our stutter than we we really do. Like it's typically just a few uh, 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 extra seconds, but it just feels longer because you're so used to 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 getting responses instantaneously.
yeah, that's right, yeah, and uh, uh, drivers like I've I've not talked to them or like they've never met me before, so they wouldn't have known that I'd have been I- I'd have been having that struggle with getting stressed and like nervous about it all and like with the time pressure and stuff. Yeah.
Mm, sure, for sure. Well, y- y- you just shared one negative about stuttering. So now, what is one positive aspect of stuttering?
Um. Uh, I, I think I would say a bit about like the community, about everyone supporting each other. I think that's like a positive thing that everyone that has a stutter that I've met, if it were like from speech therapy or, or from the charities that I do stuff with, ev- everyone's been so nice and they've they've been really they've been really nice to talk to. I've not met anyone with a stutter that's not been nice, so I would say that's a positive thing about it. Yeah.
That's that's something that I've said too. I've never met a mean stutterer before, and I've met 150, 200 stutterers. They're all nice.
Yeah.
What is one thing you wish more people knew about stuttering?
Um, I would say, um, I would say about with with the patients really. I think that's a big thing. More people understanding that um, we just need a bit more time, and even if it even if it's it, in a situation where um, you don't really have much time, um, people still need to like understand that we still need a bit of time still. So I think that's one of the big things that it's good to know, and from that, I know people try to help out by uh, trying to guess what you're wanting to say. So and that can be wrong. So it's just about I know they're trying to help, but I think the best thing is just to wait and see what I want to say. Yeah.
Mm. So, 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 how do you wish more people handle your stuttering as you're talking with them?
Um, I, I would like them to just be like with like the eye contact. I think that's important because it's showing that they're interested in hearing what I've got to say. Um, and it helps me feel more. It helps me feel more better as well because it can help me feel more comfortable and more relaxed. Because I would say like smiling as well. Um, with them smiling and eye contact, it just really helps a lot because it shows that they're okay if I'm struggling and they're not putting pressure on me. Yeah.
Same. I agree with those as my own preference too.
Yeah.
Um, what are your top feared words or feared speaking situations?
Um, I would say I've had it a lot where um you go to appointments and they ask for your name. I, I do find that hard because it, it's just like it can be hard to get out your name sometimes. Uh, I know it's like the easiest thing to say, but I think it's just in them kind of moments when you're like going for an appointment and they ask for your name and they ask for your like date of birth and stuff like that, and I think it's I found them quite hard to do.
Mm. Oh, well, those are typically harder for stutterers because you can't substitute your name for different synonym because we just have our one name.
Yeah, I've had it where someone has called me something. Someone has called me a different name before, and I, I didn't correct them, so they were just like thinking my name's different. Yeah.
And yeah, I have introduced myself as someone else because I couldn't say my own name, and I just wanted to get some word out. So
Yeah.
I said a different name that wasn't my own, and it felt bad, but at least I was done stuttering.
Yeah.
Um, how has stuttering impacted your everyday life and mental health over the years?
I would say that it's like it's it's affected me as you get older. It can be more harder to make more harder to make like new friends like in person. Um, because y- you get um you get quite nervous to like joining like a group or like trying to like arrange like to like go out for a drink and stuff with people. Um, I, I would say that can be hard to do, and by me joining the running club that I've done recently, I'm really like looking to make some really good friends there and like arrange to do more stuff with them as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always impressed in your videos by your ability to just go up to a stranger and start talking.
Yeah, because it, it when I do them videos and when I start it, I, I don't know myself like how they're going to react and what they're going to say and stuff. So it's just showing the video showing like from like the very start when I'm going up to them. So um, I know that I've got the choice whether to post it or not, like depending on how it goes. But I've not had it where I've not I've not posted one of them before because they've all been really good like responses and really good talks to people.
Hmm. So then you may hold back from sharing a a a, a video if 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 someone responded poorly to you.
Um, I think it made me think about it a bit, like think about what they said and how it was. Um, if it was like um, if it was still going to help people by watching it in a way, then I would still think about posting it. But if if it's going to cause any issues or anything like that, then
Mhm.
I would I would think about it before posting it.
Mm,
Yeah.
mhm. Fair. Yeah, I've thought about that for myself as well, and I've concluded that if someone responds poorly to my stutter, that's still showing my uh, authentic experience because it does happen.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I would still want more people to see that it does happen, and we do go through certain things like that.
Yeah, I think i- if that does happen to me, like the next times that I do it, then it, like you said, it would be good to show that side of it as well sometimes. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. Um, Next one. How do you handle the tougher times when you're feeling down on yourself for stuttering a lot, uh, uh, or if someone makes fun of you for stuttering?
Uh, um, I, I just like ignore it the best that I can do, and I don't let it affect me. And I just think that I've I've got like support from people, and I've got I've got people to message and talk to about it if I'm going through like something that might have made me feel down and stuff. So I just think in that way that I've got people to talk to.
Awesome. Yeah, the big thing that I found for myself is building a community that supports me, and and some of that community is fellow stutterers, and 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 some it isn't.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Uh, what is your advice to young stutterers who are struggling?
I would say um, to try and try and have a look at maybe a hobby that you're interested in, and if there's anything around the area that they might want to like join and have a go, because a lot of places sometimes do where you can have like a free session and see how it goes and see what you think, and then if you like it, then you can go back and join it. Or if it wasn't for you or the people there you didn't feel comfortable, then you don't have to go back. I would advise that because it's going to help your confidence a lot, um, especially with the people that are doing it because they've got the same interests as in you. So it's going to be easier to talk to them about it because they like the same thing that you like as well. So I'd recommend people to push yourself and try and join something with people.
Love it. Love it. On a a scale of 1 to 10, what is your current level of acceptance with stuttering, and how has this changed uh, over the years?
Um, well, with me accepting it, when I was younger, I would say it were quite low, and then to now, I I've really accepted it. I, I feel a lot more comfortable with it. Like that's just a part of me, and it's just something that I'm I'm getting through and trying my best with it. So I would say, um, it's quite high that I'm really accepting it now. Yeah.
Um, and you had mentioned before that posting your videos with your stutter uh, 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 has helped you too. Um, how did you get the confidence to first start doing that?
I think it was when I researched other people that have a stutter and see if anybody else was doing videos. And I looked at their videos and I thought that they're doing it and they're doing a video still even though they got a stutter. And like the comments they were getting, they were really positive and supportive comments. And I thought that I'd give it a go and
Mm,
see how it goes. And I remember that I got some nice comments from people. And comments from people saying that they've got a stutter, so they understand and stuff. And it does help me get the confidence to do another video, and then just carry on doing videos. Yeah.
mm. Yeah, agree that that the support from 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 fans in the comments, or direct messages definitely keep me motivated to
Yeah.
share more too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. Last question, and we'll go to the super chats. Um, if there was a magic pill to stop stuttering, would you take it? Why or why not?
Yeah. So is that going to them people in the live?
Oh, no, this is still for you.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Um. So if I take it, then I don't have a stutter anymore.
Hmm.
And if I don't, then um. Uh. It would be it would be totally different if it just disappeared. And I didn't I didn't struggle at all in talking. Um, it would it would be like I'll just go somewhere and just try it and just see how I talk to someone and like I just really feel like what it's like to like not struggle. But in like the other way, uh, uh, if I didn't take it, then I I just love like we've talked about with the community and stuff and meeting and talking to people that I've got a stutter as well. I think it's really good and I really love um talking about like experiences with people, what people have been through and the stories. So yeah.
Uh, do, do you think you would talk more, uh, or, or have a different job, if 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 tomorrow you woke up and didn't stutter?
I think I would talk a bit more, but I've always thought about that. I think that I'd still be like quite a shy person actually, and my confidence would still be like a bit the same. Like I think that I still won't be the most confident person, and I'll be like a quiet talker still. But I would I would talk a bit more to people and like do more where I make like phone calls with people that'll be like a lot more like easier and better. So
Mm.
yeah.
All right, let me go to these supers that we've gotten, and um, and then respond. So, someone from Canada sent a super, but their message was retracted. Sorry about that. Um, Rosala Parenti sent a 10 euros super, saying thanks for being so open and informative. Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate, Sam, that you've been so willing to talk about something that's had such a big impact on your life.
Yeah, I always like to help out in different ways that I can do with sharing my experiences and like how it is and stuff. Yeah.
And a super from Liberty and Justice for $10 too. Thank you very much. Sam, I've seen that some people in the chat are uh, are curious about what football team you support.
Yeah, I do get that. I do get asked that a lot when I go live on TikTok. I, I support my local team, uh, Sheffield United. I, I have got a meeting with him on Thursday again to talk about like things that I'm doing with him. So uh, I'll definitely let everyone know about like an update with that, how that goes.
Oh, please, man. I, I'm I'm always so impressed by the meetings that you set up.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'll probably do a video about it and talk about it on a live. Yeah.
Mm, great. Let's do just a couple random questions from the chat, and then we'll call it. All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
All right. M is asking us if there are specific letters that are harder for us. For her, she struggles a lot with S and T.
Yeah. I would say like maybe like S for me a little bit, but I feel like uh, I can I can find it I can find it hard and like with like any really. I know some people um struggle more on like other um, uh, uh, other letters, but I think for me it can be like with like any really, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I think for me, uh, I I struggle a lot with words that start with vowels, but I'm not sure if it's if that's really true, or if I'm just more aware that I'm stuck on a vowel. Then I kind of trick myself into thinking that it happens more frequently.
Mm, yeah.
Um, During your journey, did you ever consider sign language, or do you recommend uh, uh, other stutterers trying it?
When I was at school, there was uh, there was a teacher that used to try and help us learn her sign language. Um, it was a long time ago now, so I've kind of forgot. I've kind of forgot about it all really now, but I think it can be something that people can think about learning because it can be quite important. That yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I've thought about it too, and I, I've got some friends that from graduate school that were really good at sign language, but then I thought, okay, well, even though I I would be able to communicate with sign language without stuttering. I could only talk to these two friends
Yeah,
because most people just don't know it.
yeah,
So yeah, cool that I won't stutter, but no one would know what I'm trying to say to them.
yeah.
Cheers to you both. This is awesome, and I genuinely mean it. I had a terrible stutter when I was little and had to go to a ton of speech therapy. Can you discuss things that make it worse or better?
Uh, uh, um, I would say what make it worse, it's to do with like if you're really nervous or if you're feeling stressed out or there's a lot of stuff on your mind. And to make it better, well, I do go to yoga classes, and I think yoga is a good way to um, maybe help with it because when I go to the class, it's all about breathing in and out and just emptying your mind, just focusing on when I'm in that class and doing the yoga. Um, that really helps because if I've been thinking about something a lot, or if I'm like worried about something or something nervous coming up, then when I finish that class, it's just like um, everything goes out of my mind, and I'm just feeling like more like relaxed and especially like because I go to morning classes, it's a good way to start the day.
Mm. Yeah, so stuttering is definitely tied to our emotions. So if we're feeling more stressed or anxious or tired, then we're more likely to get stuck more on our words. They're not causes, but they can definitely make us stutter more. So it's reasonable to say that being more calm and relaxed should typically help us to not stutter as hard.
Yeah.
Um, genuinely curious if people still stutter if they speak in an additional language. Yeah, research is a pretty split where some stutterers will stutter more in their primary language, and some will stutter more in their secondary languages. For me, uh, uh, I stutter way more when I speak other languages.
Mhm.
Sam?
Uh, Um, I've never I've never really tried it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm in English. It is hard enough for us, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will call it there. Thank you, Sam, for joining. I've got your YouTube and TikTok pages in the description of this video. So for those of you who enjoy my content, you, you'll definitely enjoy Sam's as well.
Yeah, thank you. I really do appreciate all the support from everyone, and uh, and for Travis inviting me to go live on YouTube because I always like to try new experiences, and this is a new experience for me. So I'm really happy that um, I've done it with you, and I've really enjoyed it. So you can let me know if you want to do this again sometime soon.
Hmm. Please, you're welcome back at, at, at any time.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll still definitely go live on TikTok still as well.
Hmm.
Um, because it's good. Like all three of us go live with Jonathan as well. I do really like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, same. And I'd like to thank my mod, E squared, for keeping the chat tame, and and thank you to those who donated supers, and and for everyone who wrote in questions in the chat. I will be back Thursday around this time, but by myself for my usual live stream where I answer more questions from you all in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah. Thank you, and hope you have a good evening.
Thanks. And you're probably ready for bed right now, aren't you?
Well, I'll sort out some other things and maybe have something to eat and stuff like that, and then I'll be getting ready to go to sleep soon. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, have everyone to take care. Bye.